You know, I agree with that. Some things are hard to believe and recognize. That is a fair statement there. That is definitely something to chew on, you might say, but so are very many things in this life, as becomes evident time and again by going through it. One of these things is my complete inability to say anything concrete at the beginning of each of these streams. I just kind of make up something completely different and probably equally irreverent every single time that I open one of them, but it somehow seems to not completely break everything, so I do not learn from that and continue to exercise that. That will be something that I will probably be able to refer to in spirit in the future, but yes, I'm here. I'm alive once more, and hopefully will continue to be able to say that, but for now I will simply say it in present. So hello Bern, and hello to whosoever else may receive this transmission at any point in the future. You know, it occurs to me that the way the music beat overlay thing is laid out on the screen obviously doesn't line up with like the bright margin thing. It's like considerably bleeds into the left more than that. I wonder if I should leave it alone or if I should try to like do this. Like, let me see. I do that, which doesn't really line up that great. It's like a little bit more. Yeah, it's a little bit better. I was trying to accomplish that, but how does it actually look? I feel like I can't even read what's on the anymore on the screen, so that's the thing. It kind of defeats the purpose. Maybe I should just like leave it alone, because I get the feeling that, I mean, not really leave it alone, more like just restore it, which is mess with it a little more, which is kind of the opposite of leaving it alone, but, you know, consistency, but I mean, hopefully the fact that it's kind of disfaced and kind of juts out from the rest of the stuff will serve as a further incentive for me to remember to try to, you know, do what I'm supposed to do and make it no longer visible when I actually have something else on the screen that's supposed to go on the main part of where stuff is supposed to go in this scene, but that is not yet the case, but with any luck it will be soon, because, you know, rather unsurprisingly all the stuff, all two of the things that I ended up streaming last week were intended, as I may have pretty much just stated plainly before, a bit of a lead up to something a lot more conventional than those weird kind of directed spin-offs, which are pretty much just well, maybe not both of them, but serve the same kind of purpose as I applied to them for the purposes of this stream, which is lead up to the actual numbered sequel that Dead Space received. I would say in what year in relation to the original, but I honestly don't know that number off the top of my head. I can only remember that the first one, I believe, came out in 2008. And the second one, which I believe I've just launched, will probably become visible at some point, but doesn't seem to be quite yet. Also, Croc, which will no doubt be a wonderful lead up to what you may or may not be seeing here in brief. And incredibly fitting, yes. This will be a very good companion piece for the visuals, and even more so it would be, yeah, if you could actually see the stuff that showed up before the ink blotches, and that continued to show up after it, yes. I believe that will be a wonderful and very apropos prelude for everything that we may be about to experience, having this kind of imagery paired with this kind of music. I could just, you know, actually focus the window and create an actual mess of the audio that you're hearing right now with the audio that's supposed to be playing in the game right now, but feel like this is probably better for the ridiculous effect that I'm applying to it on purpose. But anyway, other than that sound, let's actually focus on the window and see if... Oh, actually witness the beginning of this little attract mode idle scene, I guess, before the ink blotch part starts, which it now has, so... Oh, there's actual voices. Well, we could watch a trailer of the game, which we pretty much already have, I mean. Or, okay. Well, we're not gonna be using an EA account. I think I actually looked at this very briefly before, and I actually have no idea what that would, if that would actually add anything to the game, because I'm pretty sure that... Well, I'll go into it, and it says online features and additional single-player content, so I guess this hasn't got a online mode. I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, we're gonna be declining. It's not like that's a definitive thing or anything anyway. But yeah, one thing that I did look into to some extent, because I believe it was in my good interest, is that when this game originally came out, it was like a console thing, and it received a number of DLCs, most of which were just like stuff that you get in the game, not really any kind of significant expansion. I don't remember what's breeding content. I don't even know what this is, because the thing is about those DLCs, like, those DLCs don't exist as a separate thing for the PC version of this game officially at all. Like, this, in theory, includes everything that would be... Oh, I'm just gonna send you to the account. Yeah, we're just gonna move away from that, but yeah. It should, in theory, contain all the content that exists for this, or at least this PC release of the game. From the beginning, and indeed I'm pretty sure that it does. There is a certain other detail regarding DLCs that I think I'll probably get into more later. Hold on, I need to just... There we go. We're gonna thing on the side there too. I mean, you're seeing the mouse cursor that's actually rendered in game. It's not the regular Windows mouse cursor from window capture or anything, but... What's this? Okay, stuff on the edge there. But, probably rather unsurprisingly, I'm actually not going to be playing this with mouse and keyboard. At least not for the majority of the game, I expect. Probably not for any part of the game at all, in fact. Unless it turns out to be like in the first game where, well, I play with a controller, basically. And I did the same for the first game, but I do remember there was one part where you have to, like, shoot the meteors or whatever, and that part I found that I pretty much had to switch to the mouse to aim, but with any luck I won't have to do that this time, I'll just put it that way. And yeah, it was previously on Dead Space, pretty much. I know that we got the events on Ishimura in Dead Space, which is probably gonna come in handy for the purposes of this, so might as well check it out. I don't think I have seen this, so let's see what we got.
Earth's resources were ravaged, consumed, exhausted. Desperate and on the verge of extinction, we cast out into the void of space and discovered rich new worlds waiting to be cracked open and stripped bare. All of Earth became devoted to this effort. The planet crackers were built, the USG Ishimura the first and most famous. Planet cracking became routine. Its spoils kept us alive. Eventually, greedy eyes fell upon Aegis 7. Restricted for centuries for reasons unknown, greed and corruption saw to the demise of caution.
Oh yeah, pretty sure I mentioned it before, but it's the same kind of a premise as the Doctor Who story, The Pirate Planet. Literally just steal the resources from entire planets. And hey, it's the dude from Extraction, so it totally ties into this. What do you know?
It brought doom. Marker bred insanity, murder, and chaos. It bred necromorphs. And you know, I still don't remember if they ever actually said the word necromorph
in the first game.
Who escaped the planet fled to the safety of the orbiting Ishimura.
So this might be... Hey, this is actually footage from Extraction, but yeah, this game might be like the first time that they actually say that word in the game itself.
Within hours, the Ishimura went dark. The corporation dispatched a small repair crew to check on its investment.
Seems like everyone was trying to pack.
Alright, now we're going into the actual first game, so what's the...
Isaac Clarke.
the extraction part of the recap is over.
Special aboard the Ishimura.
I wish I could talk to you.
In the darkness, Isaac found death. And the red marker. It was not holy, it was not alien, it was man-made. And it could be used to stop the outbreak. Isaac also found Nicole.
Thank you, Isaac. I always believed in you.
Dead by her own hand, she was an apparition of the marker. Isaac engineered his escape. But everything else was destroyed.
I feel like it's been too long since I saw that ending, so...
3 years later, he wakes in a hospital on Titan Station, an EarthGov metropolis on Saturn's largest moon. Isaac has survived, but his mind is no longer safe.
Alright, I think we might be getting a little bit ahead of ourselves here. Like, this is actually from this game.
For the marker changes all.
Marker changes all, but does not stop young punks from scribbling graffiti on it. Right, there you go. I don't know, I feel like one thing that I do remember and that did stand out to me from pretty much all of the games so far is that they do have a tendency of like bringing up certain plot points regarding the background of like why the whole necromorph thing is happening and how it works, but then they never really go into detail as to exactly how it works. So like just the whole thing with the markers in all of the games pretty much so far, and then stuff like that plot point in Extraction where they say that apparently what's-her-face Lexine was like immune to the marker's effects, and they don't say why or what happened with that in the end, with that weird kind of ambiguous ending that received. I wonder if this is just gonna carry that trend, or if we're gonna go a little bit more into that stuff and like actually elaborate this time. Yes, we'll see. It's time to actually go into things, I would say. Space subscript 2, not superscript, because then that would be squared.
Come in.
Or at least space squared.
Oh God, I'm so sorry, Isaac. Look at the time difference. I'll call you back later.
It's okay. How you doing?
Good. You're right, Isaac. The Ishimura is a great ship. I am so lucky to be serving aboard her.
Enjoy it while it lasts. You know they're gonna decommission her next year.
Isaac, thank you
For what?
for just pushing me to do this. I mean, if it weren't for you, I never would have made it this far, because you made me stick with it.
I'm being for 6 months so you can do this.
You know what?
Also, pork. Hold on.
Isaac? Isaac, can you hear me? Look, I'm gonna call you back as soon as I can, okay?
Isaac! You were drifting away for a moment there, Mr. Clarke. I believe you were telling me about your nightmares that you've been having. About your dead girlfriend. What was her name?
Nicole.
I didn't want it to end like this. I really wanted to see
Alright, I'm kind of in control.
just once.
Is that a Rubik's Cube of like the marker symbols on the table?
I always loved you.
Yes.
How do you tell when that's like solved?
She was a senior medical officer stationed aboard a Planet Cracker-class vessel.
Hey, Shimura.
And apparently you also have a miniature of the ship around the desk.
Part of a mining operation on Aegis 7. I understand communications went down shortly after their arrival. You were part of the repair mission. A mission for which you volunteered, am I right?
I'm wondering what other details
What did you
I'm
find aboard that ship, Isaac?
potentially missing there.
I found something.
Yeah.
What did they find aboard the ship, Isaac?
The marker.
Did you
Is the marker even
this?
aboard the ship? At the beginning, I guess it probably was.
See things, didn't it? Things you didn't want to see.
It spoke to me.
What did it say, Isaac? What did it say to you, Isaac? Isaac? Isaac, can you hear me?
Chuck Beaver.
Isaac. Isaac, can you hear me? Dana, I found Isaac Clarke. Repeat, I have him.
Great work, Franco. Be careful. He's been out a long time.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Good, good. Steady, steady, steady. We gotta get you out of this straitjacket.
Also, Franco, I believe, would be the dude from
Alright,
fucking puzzle game, wouldn't it?
I can explain everything, but you gotta trust me, okay? Listen, you're in terrible, terrible danger.
And now he's dead. And in a very special and expressive way, though. But I guess that pretty much means that the
What happened? Oh God. Isaac! Isaac Clarke, you can hear
we got the T doors, so. Oh, they're running. I guess that pretty much just does actually mean that this starts immediately where the puzzle game ends. It's not something I think I was expecting. Oh, we're going this way. I don't know whether the doors had like those T windows still. It definitely stood out to me in that ending. Maybe this time we'll actually... Oh. I guess we have to mash. Do we have to mash or are we already dead? No, we might already be dead. I guess I mashed a little too late because I didn't see the prompt. It really was too late, but... So, let's see. We could probably try to spend this catch up to the previous timeline opportunity by trying to figure out what happened in the puzzle game. It was like... I'm trying to remember. It's not really to figure out. It's something we just witnessed so directly. It was these two people, and then there was a mysterious necromorph outbreak, and one of them died at the end, but the other one didn't. So this time I can actually tell that the button's there because I had seen it in the previous timeline. Now the turntables. But yeah, one of them died at the end, or close to the end anyway, and the other one, who was completely inconspicuous, apparently was like, had a secret agenda the whole time. I guess that was implied kind of early on in that game too, and his secret agenda was to free Isaac Clarke from wherever this is, and now he has. Right, let's create a save, I don't know. Here. And then he immediately got murdered by another necromorph and turned into one of them. And that's how we got here, I suppose. And if I remember the place that the whole ignition situation was... Oh. You know what they say about Gary Halliwell, but anyway. What the fuck was I saying before? Oh yeah, the whole place where the whole ignition game happens was called a sprawl, I believe. So I guess that must be where we are right now. Or like what the nature of that place is, or what connection it would have to the necromorphs, or why necromorph outbreak would be happening here right now. So he certainly didn't show any kind of direct cause. That in ignition.
Much better today, yes, don't you think?
It hurts. It still hurts.
Yes, I'll schedule you for another session tomorrow.
No, I don't think I'm ready. I don't think I can take another session. I don't.
There. First thing tomorrow. Now let's talk about what you saw today. Come on, Strauss. I'm here to help you.
It was black. Deep black and glowing red with symbols. Symbols whispered to me. And what did the symbols whisper to you? Come on, Strauss, what? It was just short. It was just short, but it put so much stuff in my head, so much shit in my head. There's no more room for anything. I can't remember what he looks like. I can't remember what he...
The symbols, Strauss. What did the symbols tell you?
They told me that it wasn't my fault. I didn't kill them. They didn't deserve this, and I didn't deserve this. Fucker.
Put Mr. Strauss back in stasis, adjust his medication up 30 milligrams, and we'll try another session first thing in the morning.
Alright, well,
Subject is Nolan Strauss. Session.
that seems promising. Especially considering that we've been in a straitjacket the whole time, right? We can actually see Isaac Clarke's face, and he actually speaks this time. And we can turn... I don't remember if we could turn the camera around to like actually see the front of the character in the first game like this easily, but probably could. I don't know how he's gonna get out of this. That he can't even move his arms freely though, but... Oh, here we go.
Come on, man. Patient 4. I remember you. Tideman said all the key subjects need to be eliminated, terminated. Which one more? Listen to me, man. What matters? Listen to me! We can both get out of here. Just cut me out of this straitjacket. No one's getting out of here alive. Don't do it. There's no escaping from what I've done. Take it easy, buddy. Just take it easy. Your rig is red. It's red. There's a health pack and a flashlight in that wall locker. You should grab them. Go ahead. Take it.
Yeah, speaking of that, this is just like the future where everyone has one of those, I guess. Right, we're gonna chug invisibly that and restore health and pick up the flashlight.
We're all gonna burn for what we did to you.
I mean, he doesn't look like he has one of those, but certainly got red on him now. We haven't been in that room down there yet, have we? Well, how unfortunate. I wonder if we can... Yeah, we can. At this point, I think we should take preventative measures, you know, it's just the prudent thing to do. Given the stuff we've seen so far. There we go. Oh yeah, it's coming back to me now.
Clark! Isaac Clark, is that you?
Who are you?
My name is Dana. I'm the one trying to rescue you.
Why? What's going on?
You're suffering from a unique form of dementia, Isaac. Something you contracted on Aegis 7.
How do you know that? How do you know all this about me?
Your dementia will kill you. But if you can get here, I can treat you and get you to safety.
Why should I trust you?
Because I'm not the one shooting at you.
Fuck.
Just follow the route I'm sending you.
Well, I was gonna ask if anyone was shooting at me so far, technically, but I suppose there's technically that one couple of people who got immediately ETFO by the... Oh, and this. Actually, hold on a moment. Well, you know, just as two different things. I think this was in the first game too, but didn't have like different things that you could train it to, like you apparently can here. You should know by now that you're not supposed to leave corpses in one piece. Kind of like in the Resident Evil 1 remake, I guess, where I guess you wouldn't really know this. You never played that particular version of the game before. But if you take down an ordinary zombie in the early parts of the game, you probably should, and assuming that you didn't either blow its head off or pop its kneecaps, you should burn the body or else you're gonna regret it later. That was the same blue screen as in that desk room that we saw from above. Oh, that's because we are in that room that we saw from above. It didn't even occur to me that that was the case, but there you go. Wasn't this a place better lit like literally just a couple minutes ago when we were looking at it from up there though? I wonder what's up with that. I got an audio log.
Early TPS report 1418. The recent realization that the popsicle sticks were being constructed into marker-like miniatures for over a year has led to a search of the unit for any other such phenomena. It appears widespread, with marker forms being made out of medication bottles, hypodermic needles, and even toiletry items like nail clippers and tweezers. The research teams have all been notified of the discovery.
Popsicle stick marker replicas. I would actually want to see that. That sounds like it would be an interesting picture at least. I guess we can rotate. Be good. I don't know how much I'm actually gonna pay off for this game, but you know, if I have the option. I wonder if there's gonna be anything to pick up, because we don't have a weapon or anything so far. I did find that audio log, so there's always the possibility that there could just be like 20 audio logs. Oh shit. Just spread out among the next couple of rooms. It's certainly not impossible. Someone could have decided to design the game that way. Yeah, it's hard. How convenient. Well, as long as we don't have to, you know, aim at the clockwise or counterclockwise or whatever direction they were actually going, like crawler necromorphs in the vents. We did an extraction in that one part where it seemed pretty much impossible to hit them before they got a cheap shot on you.
What happened? Are you alright?
Why are you helping me?
If Tideman finds you, more people will die.
Including me.
Not if you follow my route.
I don't like this.
You don't have to like it. Just hurry before you get locked in.
Not so much going on here. Well, whatever we have in our hands right now, I guess right now it's just the flashlight actually. It's just trying to bludgeon things with this flashlight just isn't strong enough. The kinetic surgical binding active. So whoever this is was in the middle of that, and now it's just left like this forever unless we mess with it. Actually, that's a good idea. Thank you, the intercom voice. That's actually kind of barely audible. Aim and press B to grab loose objects. Apparently we're supposed to go this way, but we can't get past that thing, so let's find some loose objects to grab. Yeah, it's also coming back to me now. Kinesis, or kinesis, or however you want to pronounce that, was definitely a thing in the first game, but I couldn't quite remember how it works, or how it worked in that. Doesn't seem to be a whole lot to grab, but maybe if we... okay. Grab this stuff. Can we grab the body? Can I take the body and... well... can I take the body directly? Sure can. Are you gonna help me out? Alright, apparently bludgeoning that with a flashlight was not good enough, but bludgeoning him with an entire body does the trick. Alright. I feel like there's some kind of catchphrase that probably goes with that type of offensive maneuver, but I don't know, was there any kind of a catchphrase associated with the fucking harpoon gun from Bioshock 1? Because I feel like that's what that reminds me of more than anything. It wasn't even called harpoon gun in that, was it? It was like a... I don't remember what it was called, but that's what it was, pretty much. I use this severed arm to break the glass, yes I can. Literally can't break that glass by smashing it really intently with my flashlight, but I can throw a severed arm at it and break it. We'll figure how that works, but... Oh, well done. I haven't really got some actual necromorph corpses here. Yeah, probably a good idea to start dismembering those as well and see what we get out of that. I don't think I forgot about you. Oh look, we got like 7,000 money out of that. Well, clearly a worthwhile endeavor. Did someone take the elevator during the 2 seconds I stepped away? Oh, that is typical. Oh wait, never mind. Here we go. We got more health. Oh yeah, we're not exactly in tip-top shape now, are we? Does that say AC 100 volts? 1.08 amperes? Maybe. If you look at the colored lights at the top and bottom, it kind of looks like ice, but... What could this be about? Oh. Spooks, that's what it could be about. Oh, are we ever gonna deal with this? Can I, grab this? Can I... bludgeon the... yeah, maybe not. Necromorphs to death, but now that that thing's falling apart, I guess I can do this. This actually seems pretty effective. 50 more parts, we have this, but this isn't really gonna help me, is it? Can I grab that thing from over here? Oh shit, I have something grabbable already, don't I? Well, no, this could be unfortunate. Sorry, it was a knee-jerk reaction. Alright, there we go. I see a body I feel compelled to dismember it at my feet. And I think I can feel perfectly justified 700. Okay. Did I get 700 or 7,000 last time? It was probably 700. I feel like I feel compelled to dismember everybody I come across. I think can be passed off as Isaac roleplay. I feel like he would definitely feel that way after all the crap he went through in the first game. You know, it's just a reflex at this point, it's muscle memory. Okay, that's where it was, like, a little while ago, isn't it? Yeah, it's got like red corridor on the sides. And what is this shiny box? Corpses uncontained with shiny box with like the same icon on it that my... I don't actually know what this key is called, but the thing that if you press that key, it's basically the equivalent of a right click on the keyboard. There's probably a name for it. I was gonna say function key, but that's not what that is at all. And neither it is one of the, you know, numbered function keys at the top. That's a different thing altogether. We figured out that you do melee by doing right trigger, and you do the stomp by doing right bumper, I guess. Or at least that's what those buttons would be if I were playing on an actual Xbox controller, unlike the controller that I'm actually using where there actually R1 and R2 instead, but... oh goodness. Which of these dudes is calling for help? Actually kinda hard to tell. Well, someone might be able to hear you, but... I can hear you. talking to me? Why am I awake? It's something that I ask myself a lot of the time, honestly. Often preceded by the phrase, I've been awake for like 30 hours. Now let's check this place out.
Jesus, man! Help me! Would you fucking help me?
Well, I would like to, but first you're gonna have to tell me how you ended up in this situation.
Are you a doctor?
I mean, in this case, I don't think that matters.
I'll cut you out of there. Is that a tissue laser? A plasma cutter?
Oh, also this boy is dropping in all of a sudden. Guess at this point it doesn't matter if my heart spills out of my chest. I got pulse my cover. Alright. Not all reliable, I guess. Same starting weapon from the first game and everything, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, not quite the same as the old reliable from Extraction, where it's a rivet gun, which is actually, well, not known for, well, it is known for having even less horizontal or vertical range than this, like less longitude than even these three little dots, but at least it has unlimited ammo, so it's a good thing to bet on at the end of the day, I would say. Looks like this dude is kind of in the way. I don't think we can get just like flailing about with those big crab arms, and yeah, apparently he's just gonna knock you away if you try to get past in the normal way. So I suppose since you get all this ammo lying around, let me see if I can access the inventory. There we go. 30 extra ammo for this thing in reserve already. So why not? Let's see. I remember too, there should be hold on. Should be a button where I can use to, yeah, just R1. Switch the direction of this thing, and then miss completely. So we'll keep it on the default for now. Usually be better to have it horizontal rather than vertical, because I feel like most of these things' arms just like fall vertically, so
You have to dismember the creatures to stop them.
you want to dismember it.
Practice.
Just try to stay in one piece.
Thanks.
I guess there's definitely more of a justification for him to be like, yeah, I know, in this game, as opposed to that being like a cliche. In a lot of, I'm pretty sure not just games, but media, but I guess it makes more sense to see that in games, where they're gonna explain something that the character would already be expected to know. And then the character is just like, yeah, I know, who do you think I am? But at the beginning of the first game, he certainly didn't know. It was really more of a instant survival adaptation kind of thing. I have to save again. I guess I might as well use the, first save slot as well. Not like I'm really gonna be using that in for anything else at this point. Just kind of perpetually looking down because I want to see corpses that I can get rid of. I would have stepped on me, right? It's gonna hurt though. Who else can this be applied to? What kind of jump scares can we experience? Or maybe jump scares which then mask like actual spooky encounters, like, oh, yep, here comes one. probably should get out of this, you know, corner pretty much that I'm in right now, but evidently not very good at strategy. Well, like at the beginning, I do remember they did like that complete fake out scene in the thing. Maybe it was a shower area, or maybe it was just like a room with water pipes going through it, where it's like, yeah, there's water coming out of the ceiling. It's kind of sounds like something hissing or screaming or what have you. It's like the old cat people trick from the 60s or wherever that movie was from. Sounds like a beast hissing as it strikes, but it's actually a boss all along. I think I actually only saw that movie for the first time, like, maybe a couple months ago at best. Well, at best doesn't really make sense in that context, does it? Or like at the most, it was about 2 months ago that I saw that for the first time. It's a good movie though. Definitely was an interesting execution of that particular set of ideas that it presents. Let's see, I'm always kind of paranoid about ammo, but apparently I've made a net gain on ammo so far. Manual reload, I think I've got that ready, but right, pushing X again. Didn't do anything, but it did make that message go away, so... Oh, here's one of these here. It's literally a square with 3... Oh, goodness. I literally just did that because I leaned into my keyboard to see that key, but yeah, it's between the function key and the right control key on my keyboard, and it's like exactly that symbol. Don't know what it's actually called. But it's pretty much the one that brings like the right click list up. Yeah, and it also seems that for the ones that actually walk, taking off the upper limbs is the way to go. For the ones that crawl on the ground though, the ones that have a tail, then apparently the tail is pretty much the weak spot, based on what we... Well, based on what I remember from Extraction at least, I don't remember if that also applied in the first game, but I get the feeling we'll probably be seeing them again in this one, so... Probably as good an opportunity as any to put that to the test. Wouldn't this lead right back around to the place where I just came from? And how this whole thing is laid out. I don't know, this whole hallway just feels like very similar to the last one. What do we got? Patients are becoming agitated and combined with us as a result of the new regiments of memory-erasing drugs. We no longer remember who we are from day to day and must be convinced to leave their cells each morning. Many are so frightened they require sedation to get to the interrogation chamber. It's almost like this horrible shit we're doing is backfiring somehow. How unexpected. Orderly Gussetti was bitten 3 times by patient 6, whom now must be told why he has a broken jaw every morning, and sure we won't embellish that at all either. This is also a dead end, looks like, yes, but surely there must be something here or else this wouldn't exist. It's whatever's in this folder. Even more ammo and health. Why yes it is. I'll take as much of this plasma energy as I can possibly carry. Upper lobby, unauthorized personnel detected. Am I the unauthorized personnel?
Wait! Who is? Who's after us?
Who's after us, and also, who are you? Apparently I can't trust myself not to assume that people I'm seeing are not even real people. Wait, what? Oh, something on the ground here. But if they're giving me this much stuff, then I reckon there's probably a reason for it. Vamp. Or is this like a blood bank? Are you sure you should be presenting it like this? Oh. actually. Yeah. What you need to do from the other recording that we saw. Well, apparently not very long if this kind of thing is going to occur. Any kind of regularly from now on. Yeah, I don't know, it seems to be working too great for me. After all. Oh shit. Didn't realize I was, goddamn. Didn't realize I was, that low on my magazine already. Oh dear. There's quite a bit going on, but at least we can, you know, back off. May no longer have the unlimited ammo of the rivet gun, but at least we have the secret weapon that is outward mobility. I guess we can also, you know, use these tiny heals that we have. There's time to use them as any.
Okay, you're right. I do need your help. Talk to me.
Look, Isaac, we don't have to be friends. But like it or not, we're stuck together. Tideman's your enemy, not me. Alright, I found you a new route.
Fine. So where the hell am I? How did another necromorph outbreak get started?
You're on Titan Station orbiting Saturn. As for the outbreak... Shit! Tideman's jamming my signal!
Titan Station orbiting Saturn, and whoever Tideman is, I guess that's being presented as the villain. And we don't know why there are necromorphs, but yeah, I suppose if Isaac himself has taken to calling them that, then surely toxicology. Baxter, Fisk, Hogan, Hoshi, Latonin, Kress, and no new appointments. And if you look at all the initials, it says Befogken. It's not like in the first game and in Extraction, I'm pretty sure as well. Or if you look at the initials of each chapter title, they actually just give you spoilers, but please refer all registrants complaining of anxiety and or psychological problems to the other hospitals in the area. We're booked and running low on mood-elevating medications with recent CEC layoffs and the increased tensions between unitologists and EarthGov. I thought that was enough of a spike in cases. This new wave is something entirely different, says Dr. Brian Alpers. It's like 2 or 3 letters away from being a certain, reminiscent of a certain internet personality, but apparently that's from the Department of Psychology. I've been like an internet personality, but a personality that became notorious outside of the internet, and also partially thanks to it. Probably a better way to express that. Oh, there's also plasma energy here, even though I can't really see it. Is the same texture as back there? No. We got Low Jake, Gallant, Friesner, Coke, Barton, and Biggle. Not quite the same impact as Nicole is fucking dead, or the other one. Offline, occupied, transfer. Not getting it this time. I wonder who it's occupied with now. But we'll go ahead and let's keep updating our save rotation that I suppose I've accepted. That is established at this point. This has been an operation. What do we have here? Authorized personnel only. Slowly rotate L to find blue weak points and press A. Slowly rotate, you see, but doesn't seem like I can find this very quickly if I do it slowly. Oh, here's one. I'll be like half out of time by the looks of that top part there, but I never did it. And then press Y to do stasis, which I suppose we're able to do now that we've broken into this machine. This meter recharges slowly over time. Okay, yeah, but this is also another thing that was definitely in the first game, and we saw it in Extraction as well, but I don't remember exactly how it worked in the first game, or don't think it was quite like in Extraction, where it just always replenishes all the way back up if you give it enough time. We have Heisenberg. This is bed 00567844. Replace Tachyon Unity Gauss Estimator RA calibrated Heisenberg forks. Induction coil still not firing in sequence. Testing for shattered matrix. Called into dispatch to cancel next appointment. This may take all day. I think they may have been trying to fix something, and we just made it worse by, you know, smashing it with our fist. Oh well. Let's recharge our stasis, I suppose, even though this looks like it's already kind of full. Or not full, actually. Rather, it's not full, and yet it's not. Hold on, let me try this. There we go. It's not full, and yet I don't see it replenishing, so I don't know about. Don't know what that says about how the thing works in this game. Whether it's actually going to be. Goodness. Hey, dude. Sorry about. Oh boy. Oh, jeez, I forgot he's not alone. And these guys also barf up, which is not really. Oh boy, something that I would like to deal with. I do not like range attacks in zombie games, even if they are space zombies that work differently, ostensibly from what you would expect. I was gonna say, you know, I'm gonna dismember this guy preemptively, but that was before I realized that there was like an actual immediate threat to take care of in this room. I reckon that's enough for those guys. And for this one on the floor, that will be satisfactory for now. Let's yes, I just immediately go back to step on that guy because I forgot that I had already done that, but... Oh, what was that? Power node. Like, I barely remember what those are for, but look in the inventory. Power nodes have like they have their own thing on the right. They don't take up space like the rest of this stuff does. And I guess we're gonna be using one of these now, just so we can not have this many of them taking up space, and also probably be a bit more liberal with the use of ammo, since I think like we've already been doing that though. How awful my marksmanship has been so far, but. I remember those don't stack very, very large numbers, and only got like a certain array of room that we can use with. Fuck. Oh boy. The inventory right now. Well, I guess we're just gonna stand here as this happens. You know, if not for the subtitle, I think that easily could have been heard as a certain other word that ends with soul. Sunflowers 50% off. Probably use one of those, maybe not in this game, but in another game that I was playing earlier today, namely Fable. Apparently roses are quite a useful thing, or can be in that game, depending on what you're trying to accomplish. And then yeah, it occurs to me that we actually have this thing that tells us like which way is the expected way, so we can use that to avoid the expected way, and instead we'll explore everything else and get any and all goodies that we can receive from said exploration. German advantage, Dr. Brooks. Said this many times and I'll see it again. I don't like the secrecy behind it. New labs taken stolen and cycling. It's been 3 years and we don't have the faintest clue what's going on. Our secrecy has no place in an open and free society. Their networks are so isolated that we can't even tell they have one, let alone sift through it to see if anything unethical is taking place right under our noses. Gonna get some trackers on this soon. I'm gonna go to Tideman and insist on formal review of these policies. Brooks said that's alright. I get a feeling that might not have been that worked out for Brooks in the end. And hey, we got another power node. I don't remember about these two, but I do remember that they're probably important, so I reckon that project probably didn't pan out in the end. Also decompression. Just whatever's out there is. Oh goodness. Looks like we're gonna have to shoot that. It's all that it took. Why would they decide it like that? Where did that thing go? Hit this thing like you would a fucking, I don't know, duck at a carnival game. Hit it like the target on a dunk tank. And all of a sudden you won't be dying of void suction anymore. Or whatever that was. I mean, we're definitely in space. The space is mostly dead. But still didn't really get a terribly good look at exactly what's outside that window. Oh, goodness. That's kind of rude. I know what this is, but we can just open it and grab a power node from within. And after we finish cleaning out the rest of this room, looks like we got some stuff in here. We got another save station, which we probably will put to use in just a moment, and the only other thing we have here right now is the store. We have 13,400 credits. Easy engineering loadout. 4 power nodes. Again, to the inventory. Which just shows all the stuff we have right now. Can't remove the last weapon, so we have to have at least one weapon. Guess we probably can remove the weapon if it is not the last weapon. Like if we had a second one, then it wouldn't be the last weapon anymore. And if we look at the shop, there's here's this stuff. All the stuff that costs 0 because it's like the DLC content. Bring all these suits, hard-scope security suit, forced engineering suit, and then there's the one and only thing that actually costs money, which is the one that is in DLC and is something that you would kind of expect. Well, there's also this, I guess, refurbished plasma cutter. Dead space unlock, used and refurbished by CEC. A narrow cutting beam. I guess this is because we've it also costs nothing, but I guess instead of being DLC, it's like a save bonus from having a save from the first game. Narrow cutting beam, rotate 100 degrees. I guess we can grab this. Have it, I don't know. But right now, let's actually ignore all this other stuff for the time being and instead just get the one that is the one that you're supposed to get if you're playing the game without all of that other crap. Probably try to stick to that stuff. I am curious about that other plasma cutter, see if it's different from the one that we have right now though. But first let's, you know, I can't help but notice that this place, this little shop closet also has the fucking right-click key symbol. So it must mean something. Maybe You look at the front of Isaac's helmet, he also kind of has that same thing going on. He's got the 3 horizontal lines. So I am curious about this. I don't know if I just select this. Get in just in our inventory now. It's a plasma cutter and a refurbished plasma cutter. Unlock, used and refurbished by CC. It's the same exact description, so I'm not too sure, like, what the difference is. Can we switch between them on the fly? Like, what happens if I a weapon switch? I apparently use the same ammo, and I don't know anymore, like, which one I was using before, but I guess it's just a matter of aesthetics, really. They're gonna be exactly the same besides that, so I guess I'll just stick with the new one, actually. If I understood this correctly, it'll be safe. I can just go ahead and... Can I sell this? By the way, no, I guess not. Oh, wait a minute, I did the wrong thing. God damn it. This is the one that I actually want to keep with me. I can sell this for 1,000, but... yeah, this is the one that I want to keep for now. If I move this, can I sell this? No, okay. If I have, like, limited inventory space here in the safe or what? Items here for additional credits, because that's how selling works. Typically, move items from the safe back to your inventory as needed. Move items here from your inventory to store them for later use, or just sell it outright, in which case, why did you put them here in the first place? But well, now that my curiosity is satisfied, I guess we're just gonna move right along. We're decked out again, yeah. Now the third line doesn't go all the way across, since it's covered by, like, those, I don't know, cheek jaw plates. But there's definitely 3 of those horizontal lines on that helmet. Alright, let's just carry right along. New inventory unlocks here, we've already got that figured out. Goodness. And I've already got a little bit of inventory management trouble, maybe. Let's well store some more of this stuff, in fact. Let's, yeah. Move this, and let's move, like, a couple of these as well. 25, and of course they each take up a space. And that inventory as well. I guess that's just for convenience of what it would look like if you move them back to your inventory. It would be the same. And now that we have the suit, we are not concerned by the vacuum, at least mobility-wise. We still have the whole... You can only stay out here for so long before you die of asphyxiation because you have limited oxygen in your suit, I guess. Apparently that weird collapsible thing that the helmet did is good enough to protect from vacuum. Status recharge. I'm not sure what to make of that quite yet. We don't appear to have run into any attackers in this area quite yet. Do have some of these boxes, but oh no, here comes an attacker. Do I want to entertain this idea? We might want to entertain this idea, actually. Does look like maybe, just maybe. Oh gee. That's a very dramatic response. Those might have heard that. Or maybe not, because, you know, there's really no reason for them to have heard that, given that I'm playing this in headphones, but they're, like, way away from where I am. Actually, I just realized this is probably why there's a stasis thing in the corner there. That would be the smart thing to use in this situation. Alright, let's use our second charge of stasis, probably. This thing really does not remain affected by it for very long. in charge of stasis, and it just seems completely dead at this point, just like the stasis meter. I will gladly take this status recharge, or at least see whatever if it actually worked, but it didn't. One thing that I'm noticing too is that every so often, like, the camera just shoots up for no reason. I think I noticed that too when I was like testing this before. Oh, well, take that extra health, sure. Alright, we got a full stasis recharge, as a matter of fact, so maybe now we can actually do something. Oh shit, probably should have reloaded before I did that, but you know what I say about hindsight. And yeah, I know that there's gonna be like a boss fight immediately here after I came into this area. Probably would have. Oh, okay, one arm is down. Still apparently able to hold itself up, and the other one in its midsection though. Can I use the same stasis recharge module as I did? Yes, I thought I activated it, but it doesn't seem to have recharge at all. Maybe now I'm just left with my wits to defend myself against this. Boy. Oh, is it dead? Nope. It was just a complete double fake out.
Dana, I'm out of the hospital.
Okay, the tram station is just beyond the apartment block.
Hang on. I need more answers. How long have I been here?
3 years. Tideman found you floating in space near Aegis 7 and brought you here to study.
Why can't I remember anything?
The marker you found imprinted your brain with self-replicating signal. The longer you're awake, the more the signal spreads. It's killing you, Isaac. Tideman tried to keep it in check with memory suppressants.
You said you could fix it, right?
Only if you reach me in time. Tram station, get moving.
Okay, what? I thought I was gonna go in a different direction, like I don't know, it seems just very... I guess I should just expect it to be a very Dead Space thing at this point. Just to be like, yeah, your brain is corrupted with an evil signal from that evil alien thing that's just gonna slowly kill you, and I guess that's why you're seeing your dead girlfriend's ghost turn into you over and over again. But I thought I was gonna say, like, you know, because you've been tainted by the marker. You're actually the cause of the whole necromorph thing that's going on here. Actually, that would be... that would probably be a possible explanation for why the other dude was, like, trying to break him out in the beginning, or why anyone is trying to break him out here. What if the plot twist is that these people who he thinks are helping him and who claim to be helping him are actually people who just want him because he's got that, like, necromorph infection source going on. That's a part of his brain now or something. Wouldn't be entirely surprised if that's somehow where this ends up going, but we'll have to wait and see. That's where you have to go, so let's see where we can go. Try to take a step down here. I don't know, the aesthetics of this place kind of remind me of that one dungeon in Parasite Eve that I don't think I was good enough to even try to go through. We had to, like, fight the crab, I think. Use kinesis and grip enabled objects, like distraction. I'm probably in the first game too, but my memory's terrible. For things that I played more than 1 week ago. Can we just interact with this, or... okay. chapter 1. Chapter 2. So we don't get to see if it has a title or not, it's just chapter 2.
Listen up. This is Sorensen from CEC. Cut off their limbs. It's the only way they go down. It's their limbs. That's the secret. Comms are down. We can't get a broadcast out, so tell everyone you see.
Well, you know how I mentioned that whole Doctor Who Pirate Planet thing when they bring up the Planet Cracker thing they have from the lore of this game. There's also a classic Doctor Who story from the 4th Doctor era called Planet of Evil, where the villain turns out to be a man affected by antimatter infection, and that man's name is Sorensen. Could that be a coincidence? I don't know. Probably. Extremely probable, but I have a couple of these gold semiconductor, and I think I do remember I was actually very kind of paranoid about this thing. Sure, we got components like this in the first game too, and I was like really paranoid the entire time. Like, what if these things have a use beyond what they tell you their use is, which is just being sold and nothing else? But no, sure it was determined that they don't have any use other than being sold. So this time I will not be reacious about that. I don't think that's even a word in English, but reticent, recalcitrant. No, I think recalcitrant is also something completely different. Alright, is that the guy? Alright.
In accordance with Titan Station Civic Code, I am declaring martial law. All citizens are ordered to evacuate. Will be shot on sight.
Nope.
This is not a drill.
Caution.
Now we do have a few of these small medpacks, and like no, I think two of the medium ones. What I want to know, I guess I might as well do a quick experiment with this. This seems like a good time. I have 3 of the small ones and 2 of the medium ones. If I press B, which one will be used first? The larger one. That's a little unfortunate. I was kind of hoping it was going to be the other way around. But it made sense in that situation. Like, maybe it's adaptive to how much health you are in need of at that moment, but
Attention. This is Director Tideman. A station-wide emergency is
I don't know. Stasis pack. Press Y, but stasis slow. Yeah, I thought that the description for the stasis thing in this game said that it's apparently gonna just recharge on its own, and yet I didn't really see that happening at all. With cover liars. Didn't see that happening at all during that boss fight back there. Well, let's go ahead and do a quick save here. I see 2 doors, but only one is power lock enabled. The other one is not power lock enabled. We should lose 1 power node, but I'm not entirely sure if I want to do that quite yet. I think I'm gonna go ahead and... Well, actually, hold on. I'm gonna figure out what's over there first. It's a bit of a nasty surprise is what it is. I would like to, you know, shoot that thing and not have it continue to do its thing, but maybe I'm not supposed to have what I want. Okay, this guy seems to have a little bit of trouble getting around. I have to wonder what's on his mind. Can I take care of him? I can't take care of him, okay. Good to know. Also, oh, never mind, I was gonna say, well, I'm not being assaulted by necromorphs. Probably would be a good time to check this, but I'm pretty sure that you can bring stuff to yourself from afar. Pick up with the telekinesis thing for sanity. Is that like ammo for a different gun that I don't have yet? Is it something else entirely? I thought this dude over there that I just killed from afar dropped something, but he did. I guess we're not going to be able to grab it from this angle. And okay, this door's still open now. That's important because I do want to do a quick experiment. We're gonna do another save that's gonna be right over that save that I just did just now. And I am going to cheese time and space by using up one power node to see what's behind this door, and I will judge whether or not I believe it is worth it. Text log, well, I probably want that. And a ruby semiconductor. Titan Station quarterly economic report classified authorized persons only not forward. Titan Station unemployment grew unexpectedly to 9.5% due to collateral job losses from the ongoing collapse of local planet cracking business. The aftermath of the Ishimura incident continues to depress all planet cracking activity as more and more support services go out of business, leaving less and less capacity for planet cracking. However, Titan Station continues to post a small profit. Buoyed solely by the cash influx from EarthGov scientific research and operations facilities, human needs and services organizations have since spared the brunt of the planet cracking collapse by the pickup in traffic with the government sector. Okay, so it's like their windfall from the failure of that other thing. Planet Cracker docks, ship services, mining, supplies, and tool vendors continue to post heavy losses. However, the CEC itself has found moderate new life for its facility in the R&D department of the government, so they've gone from taking like all the resources of certain planets. Wait, what? Oh, that's rifle. Hold on, we'll deal with this. At least I think we will have to go back another room or two to get to a place with one of those shops, but apparently they went from stripping all planets of the resources to just doing Umbrella Chronicles or just Umbrella Corporation stuff instead. I'm gonna sell this, and we're probably gonna sell the stages back too, I don't know. I'm gonna move it for now. Probably gonna sell it at some point. What is this? Flame fuel. Tank of liquid hydrazine for the flamethrower, which we don't have at all, so move that. Also force energy for the handheld graviton accelerator, which we also don't have. We'll move that, and I guess we'll move one of these as well. So yeah, at this point I think it's a fairly safe bet to assume that there's not gonna be like a limit to the capacity of the safe, or at least not a limit that's gonna be meaningful to us. So I'll hold on to this. I will go back to that other room, finish cleaning it out. I fairly remember schematic being a thing in the first game too, but I don't remember exactly how it works. I guess we can just look at it and see what the deal is. Bring the schematic to the store to unlock the power node schematic. Because I think I did notice that too. Did say the power node parts, so is that gonna mean that we can actually... Hold on, let me see what that is. If I just run straight forward here, it doesn't do the thing where like the camera goes upward by itself for some reason. So I don't know what's up with that. But, well, we brought the schematic to the store. Let's see what happens now. Schematic downloaded power nodes. I mean, we can buy power nodes now. Yes, for 10,000. 10,000 monies credits. Do I deem that to be worth it at all? Actually, hold on a moment. Let me quickly come over here and what the fuck is going on with it? Oh, I was gonna say, why the fuck is this not updating at all? But I realized that I had that minimized. That was stupid of me, but hello, DKS. What's going on? Sorry, I didn't see your message earlier, but I am very good at managing stream stuff, as you might imagine. Seeker shells, rifle, bunch of ammunition for stuff that we don't have yet, would appear. Polymer deals help all these. all these free weapons except for this. Okay, never mind, we can actually buy the regular weapons. Or at least one of them. Buy the line gun, but apparently nothing else, so the javelin gun as well. And all this stuff is like freebies from DLC that I don't really want to entertain at this point. Maybe further down the line if I feel like it would make sense, but probably not right now. Alright. I reckon now would probably be a good time to carry on. I don't think there's anything in my inventory that I would say is extra at this point. No, there is, never mind. There's one more of those healing things. I guess what I'll do is just carry one of the medium ones and a couple of the small ones for now. At least now that I have the shittiest, lowest inventory capacity in the game, presumably it's gonna change later on. Could do another save at this point, and I suppose I shall. Third consecutive save in that slot, since I haven't really done anything major in between. Oh. Really. Bit of an odd thing. Oh. So I wasn't running away, I was just being a silly boy. Oh. And it wasn't alone. Alright, second attempt. But they dropped ripper blades. Oh my gosh. You guys, for real. Are you fellers really gonna give me ammunition for stuff that I don't have that is gonna take an extra space in my inventory? That's it's not very cash money of you, especially considering that it's not cash money that you're giving me. Oh, hold on. I feel like at this point the prudent thing is to go back and dispose of that. Not by getting rid of it entirely, but by just setting it to the side. Time to get another one of these. I don't know, the Ripper tool does seem like the sort of thing that maybe, just maybe, might be a nice thing to have in certain situations, but I don't have it at all, so I can't use that ammunition right now, so no reason to be carrying that around. Alright, let's finally carry on. I feel like I just spent 3 or 4 more times in that small couple of rooms than I was supposed to. Person saying holy shit and fuck right now is Isaac. I don't know, it's weird. It feels weird after I'm pretty sure he was just silent the entire first game. All of a sudden having just put in with quips like that. Yeah, I see. I also see
They gave us drugs to make us forget, but it's all coming.
Oh, it's the same guy.
Isaac, look out!
Well, what am I looking out for? Oh. Hey, it's one of those dudes that I was talking about earlier. I mean, I assume that you would call these guys crawlers. That would make sense. Okay, I was wondering if that guy was gonna come undone if I laid into him. I suppose the answer was yes, but I suppose my intention for the guys like this guy that's all falling apart now is Trying to figure out if severing the tail will do them in instantly, which I can hope it does, but that would take some doing. Oh boy, stasis back. I'm not really gonna be using the stasis back versus just spamming. Oh goodness. Versus just spamming, you know, the regular ammunition in this game. It's not like the way it works in Extraction, I would say. Rivet bolts. Oh boy, we might actually get the rivet gun in this game. The fact that it doesn't actually have a limited ammo like in Extraction would be a bit of an attractor for actually using it. A disincentivizing, oh shit, thing. Like how these vomiting necromorphs have like better resilience? That doesn't seem nice. But it's anything else back here that I would actually want to go out of my way to grab. I think the answer is no. Oh, and now I'm being ambushed. This has been a very unproductive outing so far. I mean, I've gotten a little bit more money out of it, but is it really worthwhile? I witnessed a toilet flush on a space station. Wouldn't it be something if each time the toilet flushed, it summoned like a new necromorph into the room? Maybe like something in, like I mentioned, I was playing Fable earlier, and there's part of that game where you're like supposed to guess a door's name. Makes sense in context. And it's like can be an anagram of the letters T, S, I, H, and you can kind of imagine what that can lead to. And if you actually do it and try to spell shit with that, it sends like a couple of werewolves after you. But it also does dejectedly voice act the fact that you can make that word with those letters, and it's like, oh damn it. Can't believe I didn't expect that. It's also hello to what went to somehow more finale version of killing necromorphs than on the Wii rail shooters so far, it would appear. Well, we're probably not going to be lacking in ammunition so far, as they only have 5 left in reserve. I'll be using these, thank you very much. I'm probably gonna be getting all that ammunition back now that I actually stomp on all these bodies. Or at least get a different kind of ammunition back. Oh no, I don't want to use that, I want to look at this. I only have 17, which is a little bit better, but I mean, I don't really know when the game is gonna throw a broom like this at me, where it's just like 5 or 6 enemies in succession without really any kind of interruption. A little hard to gauge the best way to ration out ammunition in that limited inventory space with that in mind. So I guess the outside of this is actually just vacuum. That little incident a while back was any indication. Maybe a little incident in a very adjacent room. I don't know, I get the feeling that maybe this is like a Dark Souls situation where if you actually look at the map as a whole, it doesn't really make sense. Well, no response why I don't stay away from the door, but alright. It's not terribly clear, I guess. It's kind of implied that each of these stores is supposed to be like a residence. So that's a sort of area that you're going through now. Oh, what do we got? Text log again. United Spacefaring Guild History Series, Time Station Conquering a Moon, Part 1 of 2. Planet tracking first became visible in the decades following the discovery of the unified field theory, which allowed us to control the gravitron in the same manner we were accustomed to controlling the electron. Whatever the gravitron is. With the advent of large-scale applications of gravitron control, it became clear to the mining consortiums they had a new tool at hand. Shock point drives were in their infancy, so extrasolar mining was out of the question. And the dangers of planet cracking were still unknown. Saturn's moon Titan was selected as the site of the first moon harvest. I mean, it's spelled sight as in what you do with your eyes, but maybe they mean sight as in place. It was as far from Earth as the consortiums were willing to work, and still have reasonable access to timely supplies and support, which, yeah, seems like a bit of an exaggeration even now, but... if they like traveled way far out beyond even that. Don't really know the full capabilities of space travel in this.
Is the entire sprawl infected? How this happened? The marker was destroyed, Dana. I destroyed it.
You destroyed a marker, Isaac. Tybin built another one.
On this station? Why?
It's powerful alien technology. Tybin wants that power. Get to the tram. It'll take you to the Cassini Tower's plan station.
Dana? Damn it.
Also, how did he build that marker? I mean, it's not really clear how the first, I guess the first marker replica that was when Aegis 7 was even made. But I didn't really touch on that in the little recap movie, but sure the way that it worked was like, it was, he said it was a man-made replica of different alien marker that we don't know where it is. Or maybe we do and they just haven't like gotten to indicate a great deal about it, and apparently that red marker was like actually suppressing the necromorphs instead of creating them, but then in the... or it was like the other way around, I don't know. Because it was moved from the place where they found it, that's why it ended up propagating the necromorphs. It's actually pretty confusing, but I don't know if I can expect that to change in this or what. Oh, that's like an actual baby crying voice. For some reason I didn't catch that at first. It was just like someone else crying. Someone else and fuck, what are the babies, that is. We expect to know the identity of the baby. No, I don't. Alright, time to pop another one of these, methinks. Keep that space manageable. Pulse rounds. I don't really know why they're giving me ammo for all this stuff that I don't have yet. But... oh goodness, okay, I was gonna say. Sad we're not gonna break and all of a sudden we're gonna be subjected to vacuum pressure, and all of a sudden we have a time limit to get through this room because of our oxygen supply. But I guess not. Okay, here he comes, yeah. Think about these fucking crawling guys are quick. Apparently they're kinda hard to aim for. I don't think I can really successfully aim for the tail from that angle. Oh, hold on. We can break this and surely we can know. Apparently can't like vault over this very short thing separating the flat escalator from That honorable. Does that say TST? I kind of don't want to look at that because, you know, I don't think the flickering will be very pleasant to look at. I guess we can't actually walk on here at all. Yeah, TST is apparently what they're saying. There's me that I was supposed to do it this way. Yeah, just use the telekinesis thing. That's the easy way to get over there. Or rather, take your reach over there and have it bring it to where you actually are. Okay, we weren't supposed to go this way. No, we are supposed to go this way, so... A power malfunction. And, sudden... series of yells. Oh, shit. Okay. These boys have a distinctive voice, at least, it would appear. Seeker shells. Can I still? Surely I can still, you know, do this. Stomp them and get something out of them. There we go. Damn it. Okay, hold on. Time out. I need to put a little bit of distance between us before I do what I must do. Oh. Well, convenient. But... probably timing, alright, hold on. I don't think I need to heal at all right now, but I'll just need this crap right now that I got. Yeah, I really wish they wouldn't give me a bunch of ammo for stuff that I don't need right now, but I guess it maybe, possibly, arguably makes some degree of sense this early in the game, but okay, I guess we're not supposed to stop here. Let's kind of keep going. That the Nicole hallucination again? Yeah, it sure is. I feel like I've probably seen this train platform part of the game, probably some kind of preview or demo footage of this or something. This looks vaguely familiar. Boy. Right, hold on. Instead of just watching that happen, which I could just keep doing, but it just... try to do what I can. Alright, hold on. Please have patience, fellas. This isn't the way to do things. Especially not you back there. I see what you're doing. I wish you would stop. Oh, goodness. I didn't see you approach. I also wish you would stop that. You have no idea how fast I'm mashing the A button, but... did that take care of that guy, at least? Alright. Yes, it did. Absolutely did. And at least take solace in having knowledge of that, alright. But this happily does mean that I get to clear up my inventory a little bit by using at least one of these things. Probably a couple more. And by a couple more, I mean just one more. Yeah, there we go. That tops us off. All transportation... yeah, we've heard this before. A couple of times, I guess it's just on loop. As you would expect. But yeah, I did kind of forget about that whole thing, like how the infector appearances work, and that's pretty much your big motivation for dismembering corpses, even if they don't look like they're infected. All of a sudden one of those fuckers is gonna pop out and... yeah, let's fill this room with enemies. Of course, this central Galileo Square, Cassini Towers, Gamma Hub, Titan Elementary, Beta Hub, Altman Plaza, Spoke Transfer, Gamma Hub, what was that? RB352, Titan Heights. Surprisingly enough, I don't think I do see any straight repeats on that list. Well, how's our inventory looking now? I get the feeling that we're not actually filled up completely like I thought we would be. That's a tad surprising. I don't think we're gonna be going back for that one thing of ammunition that I missed before, though. Oh, now it's full. We get like more of this ammunition. And one thing of med pack, but we already have 2 of these that we're carrying around, so I think we'll pass on that one, I guess. Assuming that, I suppose from this point on, we're not really gonna be returning to any rooms that we already passed through. Oh boy. Time for some hacking. Just find the blue sectors. As you would in reality. Firewall disabled though. It was a firewall that kept these guys out, and now we're facing full life consequences. God damn it. It's always something with these vomiters. Oh, I guess we're not gonna pick up the javelin spheres after all. And I'm really surprised. I don't think it looks in our inventory like... Oh, Jesus Christ. Or not in our inventory, but in our fucking health bar thing in the back. Like we lost any kind of health from either of those fucking projectile launcher shots, as a matter of fact. I kind of expected that to be the case. Wait a minute, did we grab the javelin shots? Does that mean that they only stack up to 2 at a time? No. Okay, never mind. We did grab the javelin shots. I don't know if we're gonna be holding on to them, given the state of our inventory, but... Oh boy. Oh god. Are we Morbin? This movie actually... This movie. Yeah, this movie. No. Was this game Morbin before Morbin? A true visionary. Oh, Jesus. I don't really understand what inspired Isaac to even do that in the first place. Like, I think the way that whole thing happened would be the opposite of what I would have expected to happen if I had seen that begin to happen before it happened, but... Can you not? I was gonna say. I seem to have a bit of a misconception about how this works. Did I step on everybody? No, evidently not. Yeah. Rectify that. May not be able to grab any more ammo or anything like that, but... be darned if I pass up some money. Money that at least I have unlimited inventory space for. It's not gonna be like in, I don't know, Daggerfall either, where I have fucking... Oh. I shoot whatever's holding me suspended. Really sure what I would do otherwise. Oh. Yeah, I thought this might happen. That's why they have some freaking... just in reach of you, but I don't really know what else you do though. Uh-oh. So I've been like really patient with the way that they're attacking me though. They're just like actually acting in a very reasonable, orderly fashion. Okay, well, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck are you doing what you're doing? Why didn't you immediately just look up and try to free yourself from that wire holding your foot like that? Sometimes I don't know what's going through your head. Well, I'll try to pick up the pieces from that. I'll be grabbing this.
I thought we lost you.
Unscheduled stop. Where am I?
How did you end up there? Hang on. This won't be the most pleasant route, but it'll get you to the Cassini Towers residential sector. Damn it! Timon has your signal again. Keep moving.
Okay.
You're very important to them, Isaac. Hold tight. I'll contact you soon.
Let's see. I do have 2 of these. I guess I'll use one of them now. I mean, it just makes sense. Did get a couple of scratches from that. I'll just turn it off and I guess we're getting the saw blades. And more of whatever that is. I could really use a store right about now so I could put some of this stuff away, but don't know if I can expect that much. Okay, we're supposed to go that way, so let's see what happens if we try to go the opposite way. Someone expects you home tomorrow. How you're gonna get all the way back to Earth in less than a day? I have no idea. Well, I definitely want that. Hold on. I have to like throw some crap away. Might be able to carry that energy. What's it looking like? We have a full stack of plasma energy. We have all this stuff. We have 2 javelin spears. We can apparently stack only up to 10, so I don't know. This one can stack up to 15. This one can stack up to 15 as well. I'm pretty sure I don't want to leave here without that schematic. At any rate. What's this now? Power node. Right. Guess those specific type of boxes in the walls are always gonna have those power nodes in them. So better watch out for them. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna have to throw something away, I think. Guess I'll throw away the javelins, since those do seem to be the ones that are like the ones that it makes the least amount of sense to hold on to. I saw money. Did I pick up the money already? I sure did. Here's a save station. It's not quite the shop that I was kind of hoping for implicitly, but I'll be using that. Guess I won't be taking a step forward quite yet. Hold on. Might as well check now. There's a pulse rifle schematic. Well, that thing ran off. That Necrotic that was screaming, or was that somebody else? Okay. That is very rude. I can't tell if those screams were the Necromorph itself, or if like someone else was terrified by it, and then that's where that scream came from. I will take as many power nodes as I possibly can. I have no reason to believe that I wouldn't want to do this. System offline, please. Ticketing agent. Oh, jeez. Apparently I'm surrounded. I don't know how I'm gonna handle this. Apparently we're getting even more of these things coming out at us. Okay, you didn't exist. One that just fucking stabbed me in the back here. Grabbing all this again. Thank you very much. Oops.
I think you're still alive. We can't talk. I think they're tracking our signals. Are the memories coming back to you? They're coming back to me. The good ones. And the bad ones. The more I remember, the more my head hurts. I keep seeing the symbols. Do you see the symbols too, Isaac? In him. I keep seeing his face. Shit, found me.
Symbols, memories, and someone's face. Okay, I was wondering... lemon gun. I was wondering exactly what that sound was, but I suppose now we know. Oh, it's not like glass or anything. What is lemon gun exactly? Is it a brand? Is it a product? It's something I can play. It's something that can help me fight the necromorphs, like how in Doctor Who, the weapon that's used to fight the Cybermen in the original movie. It's literally called a glitter gun. Because it shoots gold dust. All this crap. I'm pretty sure something that came through my mind when I first walked into this room was like... There was one part of System Shock 2 that was like this, wasn't it? It was like... bunch of shops at like the bottom of some area in the space station. I don't remember which area, but yeah, I suppose you would see something like that in... if the context was sufficiently sci-fi with dystopian elements, I guess. Okay, definitely don't keep this. Move that. Move all of these things that are full fucking weapons I don't have yet. We'll sell this. Move this. Move this. And now we're gonna pick up whatever's on the ground and figure out what to do with it from there. Get another stack of ammo for the plasma cutter. At least do that. Go back to the oldie lemon gun. Make sure there's nothing left to collect on the ground, and yeah, I guess I can probably also buy the rifle, whatever that thing was, from the store. Let's take a quick look at it. We did just grab a little bit more ammo for that thing, right? Yeah, that's good. And we'll, among all this crap, there should be like at least 3 weapons if you can get pulse rifle. Military grade assault rifle with a high rate of fire. And launch a grenade at your targets. But beyond that, there's only the line gun and the javelin gun. All this other crap that I still don't want to touch because it wouldn't be right. I don't know, it wouldn't feel right, not at this point. And I haven't even saved yet at this save point, have I? Might as well do that now. See, exactly, I guess we went into chapter 3, I didn't catch that part. Seem to be blazing through some of these chapters. Omad Conquerors. Dining, shopping, family, home. Those look like, I don't know, headings on a webpage. Which of these departments do you want to visit in our store? Unitology, levitations.
Hey Dana, there's this crazy guy that keeps contacting me. I saw him back at the hospital.
Nolan Strauss. He was a patient in the project, just like you.
Yeah? But why was he there? What does he want?
He's a psychopath, Isaac. Stay clear of him. He murdered his own wife and child.
Okay, I'll be careful.
Okay, no further questions. What do we got? Spacefaring Guild History Series Titan Station Conquering a Moon Part 2 of 2. A large colony was established on Titan to study the moon's every seismic detail and prepared for disassembly. As the operation got underway, the orbital platforms that assisted with the work became the prototypes for the planet crackers that would soon follow. Titan was successfully cracked and harvested only slightly behind schedule. A major boost for the then beleaguered population on Earth who believed their extinction from lack of resources was imminent. Titan's harvest was halted before the entire moon was disassembled, leaving the small shard where the original colony had started. From here, the station grew in leaps and bounds as the new era of planet cracking got underway. Serious but a critical research outpost, and with the advent of Shock One drives away station for all planet cracking missions going forward. It is now whimsically known as the Sprawl for having done just that over the many years of its operations. There's like a chunk of Moon Titan that got spared of the mineral gathering dissolution of the entire moon or the rest of the moon, and now that's where we are. It's very strange, I don't know. Did it like reshape itself into a more orb-like, geode-like shape over the years? Kinda wondering if that's what the images were trying to imply. Okay, we have to go that way, so let's see what we're here this way. Make sure that all corpses are dismembered. We do not want to tempt fate here. This is right. You know, how are you seeing everything? Are you like Rachel Foley from Resident Evil Revelations? I wonder if them people who have that kind of blinding bangs haircuts become, I don't know, necromorphs that have something similar, like a, I don't know, thing of flesh over their eyes to represent their decisions in life. One mind, one... Hold on, is this the unitology thing that we saw from before? It might be, because I'm pretty sure this is like the marker symbol that we're seeing here. That light levitations is here, so yeah, I think unitology is what this is. Discover your potential, ask us how. What could possibly go wrong? Where's this text log? Altman's Footsteps. Publication of the followers of Michael Altman, or for the followers of Michael Altman. We, the children of the marker, grow tired of the oppressive individual attacks from Earth, govern our rights to worship us with please. Reduce hours of operation for the church, fire marshal restrictions on the size of revival events. Permits needed to distribute literature. Permits needed. These are all poorly concealed attempts to quash the truth, our truth, and they will not succeed. The blasphemous, short-sighted, reckless, destructive, and hopeless path that EarthGov has us on is a dead end. One that only unitology has the answer to. Altman has foreseen it, and we are blessed to execute it. Prepare yourselves, brothers and sisters. Convergence is nigh. You know, I spent a large part of the day before now watching / listening to somebody streaming a freaking Call of Cthulhu game, Shadow of the Comet from 93. So people saying that kind of stuff, especially how it's handled in that game, it kind of makes it a little bit difficult for me to take that seriously at this point. Like, yeah, brothers. Yeah, Cthulhu. What's going on here? Like, what am I looking at? People, like, pushing their hands up to each other's chests, and they're maybe... Oh, supposed to press this. I should probably do that. Trying to replicate the shape of the marker this way.
Residential. This looks like a unitology recruitment center. Am I still on track?
Yes. There's an old maintenance access point in there that'll take you through the waste disposal system and into the Cassini Towers. Stay sharp.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that probably wasn't as... I say as thorough as something else, but I don't even know what I would compare it to, but there was like some indication of like the unitology necromorph marker bullshit relation in the first game, but it wasn't like hugely expanded upon, just like everything else in the first game. It wasn't hugely expanded upon. Just kind of reading the subtitles. Not really. Alright then. Titan Station, Church of Unitology, recruiting report, Perry Gibble. Vested member, tithe status, fully paid, tithe. Recruiting has looked markedly in the last few weeks, as early as where the Gulf's recent slander campaign, painting us as carpetbaggers and insurrectionists in the press. Regions from the churches at Venus, Wayport, and the Heliopause Observer are shocking in later this week to strategize a response. Expect additional budget to be allocated to public relations and media to combat this trend. Also, the CEC layoffs continue to negatively affect recruiting targets, right down almost 30% year on year. How terrible. Hymns and prayers. Kind of blocky and choppy hymns and prayers, but... well, not everything can be perfect. I mean, this is a pretty good example right here. Oh fuck. Didn't need to do that actually, but yeah, that would have happened anyway if I had actually hit what I was trying to hit there, which was the explosive hand dude. So in a way that just served to maintain the efficiency of the shots that I tried to exercise there. Oh fucking god. Can't believe you're making me beat up kids. Rivet vaults. I feel this might just keep happening with... no matter how far along I come, I suppose there's gonna be multiple... I have to go through there. Gotta be... just continue to be more of a ammo that is for stuff that I just don't have access to yet. Or I'm just not carrying around with me because, quite frankly, you wouldn't know than the trusty old plasma cutter. Or the rivet gun if it had infinite ammo. Unless it was for a boss encounter, which I wouldn't know how to expect regardless, so... bit of a moot point to argue about that. Alright, let's have a gander. What could be in this spooky event in particular? How are we bending our body in order to be able to go from one end of that to the other?
Listen up. You can use kinesis to pull blades off dead ones and shoot it back at them. Watch. Watch.
Oh, I'm watching.
I've stayed alive 3 hours using this trick. You see? Just shoot it back at them. I'm gonna bleed out soon. I got clipped pretty bad earlier. So this helps you out. Whoever you are.
Yeah, we kinda familiarized ourselves with that trick already in the opening part, might say. Javelin spears. I guess we're gonna carry some of those around this time.
Whoever says this, listen up.
Now, hold on. Before I try to pry off anything that might be stuck to this guy, I need to ensure that it's not gonna get back up. Oh, this is not a sharp object. Hold on. Don't think that's quite what they meant for us to do. Engine in stasis is a safe engine. I mean, an unplugged engine is a safe engine is probably what I would say. But okay, here's one. That like the, I guess that's part of the Necromorph's own body though. It's a big, sharp shoulder blade, literal blade. That just ends up severed from its body because that is our want. What is this? Yes. Some kind of a piston slamming down on the ground. Just gotta repeat what we just saw, I suppose so, yeah. Just take care of this guy real quick. Check out what's in this locker. I will not say no to that. Oh, there's a bench. I think this is the first bench that we found in this whole game, as a matter of fact. Let's activate it, see what it can do for us. Plasma cutter rig, stasis module. We can upgrade all of these with the nodes. Damage capacity, reload speed, damage. We could probably use a damage upgrade, but I think that the most, the wisest thing to spend this kind of money on, or this kind of resource on right now would be this. I definitely want more hit points. That seems like the smart thing to do, so let's go with that. Here. It's like a bit of an unnecessary thing. A TK impalement. That also seems like a little too specialized, I would say. Hit points. Yeah, let's just aim for the hit point upgrades, I think. And we have 3 more, so we need like, what, 6 more to actually be able to get over there. So I don't really know if I want to do that quite yet, if that's just not possible. Or change my mind, I don't know. At any rate, I believe that first commitment will be something that I can definitely live with. So what if I actually mess with this? Suppose we get a shutdown. Does it mean that we're gonna get those stones coming up against this glass and cracking it, or?
Compression chamber 752. Compressor piston offline. It is now safe to enter the chamber. Authorized personnel only.
Enter the chamber how though? Surely not from here. Guess we just backtrack. Oh boy, I was gonna say, this dude seems like he's lagging behind a little bit, but those are somewhat explained by being one of the barfing ones. And this guy is also here. I was hoping that wouldn't hit me, but oh well. Did I just get 2 of those stages recharge things? Yes, I did. Why are they giving me these things when they don't know that I want... Well, they do know that I won't use them. Seems like a mystery, but... Okay, this guy's super dead. I thought we already taken his head off. Done something noticeable to him to not make him usable by the necromorphs, but... Maybe I can do some impalement. Oh yeah, here we go. This door wasn't open before. So now we can emerge and presumably do something in the, yeah, zero gravity zone. Press LS to launch and land. Oh, I see. Is this like friggin' Outer Wilds or something where we use our own oxygen? Eject that to propel ourselves here and there. Can we not land here? I guess not. Guess we have to go this way. Do we not press LS to land here? It's like correct ourselves. We have to go this way then, surely. What about here? Like, how do I land again? That's what I want to know. Can I land here? I sure can land here. Okay, so where are we supposed to go though? Straight across. Okay. What if I go this way instead? I guess maybe this way, yeah. Instead of trying to land on a ledge, like... just like this tiny bit of space in front of the door. I try to land on one of these balconies instead. See the apartments, sanitation systems, refuse aggregation. I don't entirely remember why we're trying to go to these apartments to begin with, but what? Oh shit. Didn't realize that we were still in the 0G zone. Well, what happens if we go back into this room now? I thought for a moment that maybe, just maybe, some necromorphs had showed up, but I suppose not this time. Still supposed to go over there? Oh, I suppose we are. Boost will be here. Don't tell me that before. Orient around with RB. Yeah, these controls probably would have been nice to know in the first several minutes of having that control scheme available. It's a thing that you have to do, but well, perhaps we can use this here again. Oh, I don't know if what we're hearing is like some kind of oxygen or air noise, wheezing noise that sounds just like, I don't know, zombie noises. Dropped it immediately, didn't I? Hold on. I believe so. And now it's not done. Can't believe this guy did die instantly from impalement like the guys in the tutorial. Yeah, I believe I shall do precisely that. Wait, what? And then just immediately take it back out. Pretty sure what I'm seeing over here is like one of those doors that's only opened with a power node, but I don't know. The first one of those, we've seen only one of those so far, and it seemed worthwhile, but looks like a bit of a gamble now. So we'll try it. Some money, a bronze semiconductor, which we can't pick up because we have too much shit, and a couple of these healing things. Can we use one of them? Yeah, we have 4 of these little ones. Get rid of anything. I mean, these things are fucking worthless, but guess we can do things that we're not using at all, like the javelin spears, like before. Alright, what's in this box? More plasma energy. We can stack more of that. Might as well hold on to that. Probably would be more, you know, inclined to experiment with that door. If I had any assurance that there's going to be any kind of insurance or, you know, place to unload items nearby, but I don't know if we're going to be able to even go back down this elevator. I necessarily count on that. Oh hey, we got a power node, like, immediately back. Independently of anything else. Oh goodness. Oh geez, it's these things. Oh, and I found a text log. I guess in the middle of mashing A, it picked something up from the underground. From Sally Hen to Marion Hen. Just gonna leave this log here for you to find when you come get the rest of my stuff. Hope I don't forget anything. This is really a big deal. The rebirth is gonna happen very, very soon, just like I said. Oh goodness. It's a very special time, like once in a lifetime, actually once in a million lifetimes. They say we've been preparing for this before we were human. Do you know how special that makes us? We're the ones who get to see it. I'm so excited my skin is tingling. Yeah, it seems perfectly normal. But I think of much normal. So I'm gonna move the mouse over to a place where it's slightly more stable. Hopefully it won't like gradually move now. There you go. Gotta go. The ceremony is beginning in half an hour. Oh, I'm a bit late. Fuck, why is it still happening? Oh, that's weird. Well, it was happening for a moment, and it wasn't anymore. Oh, the toilet flushed. Just like that other spooky automatic toilet flush from the apartment section, which I guess is where we're going into now. Big spook. I mean, always big spook when these fucking guys just come out of nowhere. gonna say I thought I saw another one of those tiny fuckers running through the ground here, but oh, there's definitely more of them. I don't know if this is the most efficient use of this ammunition, but it's helping me clear up the inventory a little bit at least. Does that say? Need something to survive. To join is to survive. I keep hearing this Isaac thing coming from the background pretty much all the time. I was gonna say, what is this? Meat slopping against the ground, kind of sad, but apparently it was all just already severed body parts just rolling around, as they do. We go into this room yet? I guess we probably didn't if we didn't see that vision before. I read the chapter titles from the first game. I told you Nicole is dead. And I also saw the whole Nicole apparition thing. Let's try the first game. Keep us safe from monsters. Bit of a self-defeating notion there. Where do I have to go this way? Hold on. I don't know, I feel like I've been terrible at actually checking this place for supplies. Well, maybe not terrible, but not very thorough, that's for certain. As thorough as I could have been. Mostly just try to figure out if there was anything in this room that I haven't seen it. Story of Altman. Okay, I was trying to figure out what that said. But think about the fact that some of the noises you hear to like create spooky ambience in this work. Some of them are the spooky Isaac whisper by Nicole's ghost, and then some of the other ones are auto-flushing toilets. Like, which one is scarier? I backtracked again, haven't I? Without realizing it. No, I haven't. Never mind, hold on. And immediately springing backwards. Okay, this room that I went through, and this room that I'm supposed to go through to the other end. What happens if I check out the rest of the stuff that's in here? I find another probably useless status pack. It's a marker statue. That can't be the real marker though, surely. Gosh. Now did it hit the wall here? I sure did. Alright, we carry on instead of being sidetracked by the bend in the corridor right after that door. Still very much subject to happen, but...
Found me. They're tracking me in some sort of gunship.
You're almost here. Hurry.
I guess some of that thing. Is that the marker copy? Yes, functional as a regular marker. Oh, goodness, simple. I was gonna say that I at least get spared any kind of health loss from that, but I don't believe that's the case. Go ahead and put one of these things to use. Clear up a little bit of unnecessary space. Always a nice thing to be able to do at this point. Let's take care and buy a battery. Hello? Okay. I think I just did something that I've done a few times so far, which is a knee-jerk press R2, thinking that it'll, I don't know, I guess make the items fly to me. So that's what you have to do in order to attract any nearby experience orbs when you're playing Fable. But, or I just tapped B, speaking of that, because I thought that was going to be the button for running faster. I really need to get that mentioned out of my head. What's going to keep happening? Scrunch. Press. Oh. Let's carry on. Just a little bit longer, I feel like. May have been slightly less prepared than I may have hoped for this at this point. In at least one sense, but... Let me see if I can at least get one more chapter break or something. Oh. Can you stop that? I wonder how I'm doing for good luck. Fuck this shit. Someone to the right of me or behind me do that. I'm not sure how that ended up happening. Oh shit. I do notice there's, you know, one of these fucking infectors coming towards me, and it's apparently not dead after all that. I guess. Alright, time to do some stumps. Hopefully recoup and everything that just happened. Can't read that. There's that whole graffiti sun symbol. I think we saw that thing in the schematic. We saw this thing and the corresponding graffiti during like the sort of recap movie at the beginning. Raises like certain and numerous other things, a few questions about how this cult operates, that they want something like that to be there, but this way. Spooky, actually now's a good time probably to it's actually Poppy. Poppy expect him. What's this now? Prophet and Martyr, listen. I guess we're gonna listen to a few of these. Divine Discovery.
2214, a geophysicist named Michael Altman made a discovery that would change history. Buried at the impact site of a crater near the Yucatan Peninsula, he uncovered a divine alien presence, the Marker. The Marker spoke to Altman and revealed a plan that would unify mankind and lead them to a bright new future.
Is it supposed to be a reference to the Chicxulub crater, the one that killed the dinosaurs?
By the millions, people flocked to hear more about the Marker and the unity it promised after Michael Altman told the world of his profound discovery. But there were those who felt threatened by Altman's message. On March 15th, 2215, Altman was assassinated, and thus became the first martyr for the church.
No one else. So that seems like there was missing a few details, so founding a church.
Altman's followers mourned his death but found divine solace in his message of unity. They would not allow the truth to be silenced and form the Church of Unitology to bring his teachings to the world. Today, the Church of Unitology can be found everywhere in the known universe. Its message is just as strong and relevant today as it was when Altman first revealed it. Billions of believers can be found across all social, economic, and cultural groups, and more are joining every day.
Hearing these noises like glass crashing here, like gonna be some kind of fake out of the dog hole from Resident Evil 1, but looks like a picture. 5 running light to type.
Growing from a small group of devout miners on Titan, the Titan Station Church of Unitology has flourished into a hub of Unitology worship, practice, and learning. It boasts one of the largest and most beautiful churches in the Sol system, and is often the site of the annual Unitology Enigma Symposium.
No, I think this might be the last one.
As we await glorious
Wait.
it is important to continue to
Okay, no, never mind, I didn't skip anything.
the Marker and understand the future it is preparing for us. The Marker calls to all of us. It is our duty to approach it with an open heart and open mind.
So I know that it's called a Marker, they know that it's coming to them, and create artwork like that to illustrate that. Yeah. All I'm gonna say is that it seems very well thought out, very... Oh.
It's Timon! He's found you! Into the church, hurry!
Oh, wait a minute. Oh shit. I think my inability to focus is actually gonna work against me greatly here on account of the fact that I am under the Australian time limit and I did not even realize this. Oh, hold on. Oh goodness, okay, seriously, that room behind. You want the church and the church of you want to... This is chapter 4. Oh, thought we made it out of that room.
Dana, the Church of Unitology? Why here?
It's one of the few places on Titan Station that Titan can't monitor. Separation of church and state.
No, Dana, we shouldn't be in here. This is the last place we want to be right now.
Isaac! My brother died trying to rescue you. This is important. This will work. I'm in a safe room at the top of the church. Meet me there, okay?
Alright. Safe stations and more. Like, could use a safe station or something like that. At this point. I'm kind of curious to see what else is lies beyond this point, but I feel like we can listen to something else, or not. Just over.
Welcome to the Titan Station Church of Unitology. We're glad you've come to visit our sanctuary and place of light and hope. Our tour guides are looking forward to showing you the best of our beliefs and what a meaningful and enlightening impact we can have in your daily life. There is, of course, no obligation of any kind with this tour. Kindly remember to stay with your tour guide at all times. Someone will be with you shortly.
Chosen a marker will you want to you. Oh, those things actually change on the wall. I haven't quite noticed. There's no death, there's only death. Rebirth. I mean, there's only death. Gosh. Everything is forever. We're supposed to go that way, but how do we go this way? Not exactly what I locate. And more dead than need to be dismembered. Shop. Are we listening to in front of the gift shop?
Church of Unitology gift shop. Find that special souvenir for that special someone to let them know you stood in the shrine of Altman today. Marker pendants made from the fragments of Titan itself are now available. Altman be praised.
Fragments of Titan itself. Oh hey, here's a save station and storage again. And a bench, so I guess, yeah. At least just take care of stuff. Let's see. Didn't really pick up any new power nodes since the last time that we were at one of these, did we? We still can't really upgrade anything without that. With that, without more of those, I should say. I could do save station, and to be quite frank with you, I probably should. Yeah, I feel like. We made it to chapter 4. Let's see over this one. As it is the most farther back one, and oh goodness, there's still at least release. What's that? Enigma mask. There's a name for it. Enigma statue replica. Marker replica. Don't even sell that here. Tome of Unitology for TC, I guess. C would be credits in this case. Virtual mask something. So this mask is not Digothor's mask, or even that mask that you have to get back in the cafe side quest in Majora's Mask. But we're not always scrapped down. Given the marker, see if the tiny marker replicas are in fact replicas or a replica. Does that make them original by comparison? I don't know why I said that, but I could keep going, but I feel like at this point my mind has reached a bit of a favored state. I think yeah. I would have checkpoint restart, I guess. If I do checkpoint restart, presumably it will be the same as, yeah, starting from here, which I just did, and magically the stuff is back on the shelf, and maybe that's not the only thing that's back on the shelf. I don't know what level of details it saves, but yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and hit to the main menu, go ahead and sort of leave that to be the introductory this. You journey at this point, which I shall continue, hopefully without hiccups, and maybe even extend a little bit the opportunities in which I do that, because of just kind of being hopefully able to get to the whole thing in 1 week. That would be ideal, methinks. But as of right now, let me see. Right, skip ahead a little bit, maybe to this in the thing. There we go. It's good thing as any, I think. As I slink into the darkness to try and continue to very slowly readjust my brain cycles to something that is not terrible, a process which I believe is probably going to be never ending, but oh well, maybe not, who knows. But right now I think it's time for me to go ahead and hit things off, probably with no like greater preamble, post-amble, or anything like that. Yeah. So I just kind of leave that to be the closing message, because of the same reason that I just kind of I'm taking license there. And I'm like speaking very slowly and in broken up sentences. I feel like that's not necessarily unusual, but even so, this is one of those rare cases where I feel like it's justified, and it's like not even that late. But anyway, what am I saying? Basically, short version. This is where I'm ending. So for the time being, and that is how I'm ending it off and all that stuff, and I will return to some more of this later this week, in a couple of days at least, and maybe even beyond that, depending on availability, hopefully. But yeah, for now, I sort of slink off to try and unscramble my brain a little bit, so you'll take it easy, I think. Everybody recommend it always. Thanks for chatting. And hopefully I'll see you again when I continue this, hopefully in a less brain swimming state. And I will be seeing you later.